And then what we were just talking about there, Carson Beck, who initially stated that he was going to the NFL, now entering the transfer portal. Are you allowed to do both? How's this work, and what do you expect out of the Carson Beck decision?
Well, if you remember, Cam Ward did this last year, Pat. Remember, he declared for the NFL draft and then did a U-turn and went to Miami. And my quick brush on making some calls on this today is that Miami would loom as the favorite for Carson Beck.
What's up, guys? Welcome to NMD TV. Canes all day. If you're rocking with the youth, you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And big shout out to the Kane Gang, the members of the channel. If you want to get signed up, make sure you click the link in the pinned comment and become a member of our YouTube membership. Today, I want to give a shout out to D Davis 1889, who is a member. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. He says Chris Johnson Jr. is a big loss for me. And I like the way he put that. He said, for me, because honestly, I hated to lose Chris Johnson, who left Miami and went on to SMU. But when you look at last year, I think the coaching staff did all they could for Chris Johnson. They put him on the field to return kicks. He really wasn't successful at that. He had a one or two that almost busted. They put him at receiver. They had him at running back. He got chances to make plays, but you also got to realize that in an offense where you have the number one offense, you have Damian Martinez, you have Mark Fletcher, you have Jordan Lyle, you got A.J. Allen. Everybody can't get the football. And so I would hate to lose a player like Chris Johnson if we didn't have the number one offense. If we didn't have other backs that were producing, then I would understand that. I hate to lose him because you don't see Chris Johnson's speed all the time, but I do think that he could do good things at SMU, but I also like our future at the running back position with Pringle coming in. You got Jordan Lyle, and then you got Mark Fletcher Jr. Now, the big news I want to talk about today is Carson Beck has entered the transfer portal. Now, if you guys don't know, Carson Beck ended his season with Georgia because he got injured. Once he got injured, he decided to declare for the NFL draft. And I'm sure he got his draft grade, and I'm sure it wasn't that great. When you look at Carson Beck, I thought he needed one more year in college football. And then I thought what really hurt him was his injury. Because if you're injured and you got surgery and you got to have surgery, you don't get to go to all the bowl games. You don't get to go to the Senior Bowl. You don't get to go to have your pro day. You don't get to, a lot of people's stock goes up on pro days. Like, I don't know what it is, but GMs and scouts, they love to see a quarterback with no pads on, just throwing the rock. And they may just say, oh my God, this guy can do the real deal. Well, what about the tape? It don't matter. And I don't think he was going to be able to do that because of his injury and his surgery. And now he's back in the transfer portal. Well, what the hell does that have to do with Miami? Well, it has been rumored that one of the avenues that Miami was going to look at is a veteran quarterback like Carson Beck, who at the time, last couple weeks, he hasn't been in the transfer portal. Well, now he will enter the transfer portal. And Miami, I believe, will try to go and get him. His girlfriend is at Miami. And you may say, Grant, you're reaching here, but there has been numerous of transfer portal players who they go to a school and you wonder why, and then you look them up and you see that their girlfriend or significant other is at that school. You're going to be looking for a school who can protect you if you're a quarterback. Miami can do that. You're going to be looking for a school who has a good running game to help you. Miami has that. The wide receiver position, there's going to be question marks. But I do feel like all Miami Hurricanes fans should be paying attention to what Carson Beck will do. Now, I know a lot of people say Carson Beck sucks. There's a difference between a player not being ready for the NFL and a player sucking. Carson Beck does not suck. And I think if Carson Beck was the quarterback for Miami and he's fully healthy, because that's my biggest reserve when bringing in a guy like Carson Beck is the injury. When I look at his size, 6'4", 220, I like it. When I look at his arm talent, I like it. I don't like the 12 interceptions, but I like that he played for Georgia. He's played in big-time games. He's won big-time games. There's a lot to like, and there's a couple things not to like. But I'm not going to sit here and say he sucks. There's been times I've watched Carson Beck, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? And there's sometimes I've watched him and said, damn, that dude can make some plays. So over 3,000 yards passing, 28 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 80.9 QBR. Now, I would ask you, let's say Miami goes and gets Carson Beck. Or let's say Miami entertains it. You know, I would have to ask you guys. This is the question that I'm asking you. Who would you rather your quarterback be? And I'm not trying to make you lean one way or the other. I'm just asking a question. Would you rather Carson Beck or Emory Williams? I'm very interested to see what you guys say in the comment. Carson Beck has entered the transfer portal. Will Miami go after him? Stay locked into this channel because you know I'll be dropping videos and keeping you updated. I'm out. Peace.